Hey there, everybody! Welcome back! We are once again back on PV Rivers Remastered. And how's it going there, Andy the Farmer, Dead Soul, Mr. Shoddy, holy heck. 1 sec, let me just lower my phone, because that was rather loud. Welcome in. And why is my boom microphone so loud? Let me just drop that down a fraction, because in the Reddit times, there we go. But yes, welcome in. Hello. Hey there, Mr. Voltsdrop, how you doing? Mr. T. Miller, welcome in. Why there? Oh, Andy the Farmer, thank you very much for the 100 biddies, much appreciated. Why? Oh, I need to go through all my settings again, don't I? Freaking thing. Pain. But anyway, yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. T. Miller 63, make sure to click on his link. Give him a follow, guys. He has great content creator. He's actually currently playing on Uncharted Valley. But yes, definitely go over, check him out. Right, hey there, Big Tigger. How you doing, buddy? Well, I started downloading at 8:10 a.m. and there's almost half an... Yes! Mr. Shawnee, I hear a lot of people at the minute are having issues downloading the new DLC. I believe Mr. Greenthorn Farmers had the same problem. He started quite early and is still downloading, so yes. So to add on to that, I also have an update for PV Rivers Remastered for you guys. Hey there, Mr. Greenthorn Farmer, welcome in. Thank you very much for the 15 stream streak. Much appreciated. So, where should I start? So, for yous who, and when you get the DLC installed, you will be able to run the DLC on PV Rivers and use it. However, before I say anything more, do not load up your save game on PV Rivers until you have this update, because there's going to be a few things to get fixed. Yeah, obviously I've got the Giants version as well, and to be honest, I had early access, so it was literally within a couple of minutes, downloaded, done, installed, ready to rock and roll. But yeah, I know a lot of people who have both the Giants version and the Steam version have had issues. I think it was T. Miller was actually saying that his isn't even showing up in the Steam store yet, or something for downloading. So yeah, you just gotta be patient, guys. Be patient, and I'm guess you'll get there, hopefully before too long. But yes, and Shoddy, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. So before I go any further, obviously I do have the DLC in here. I am actually warning and error-free completely. However, I do have to mention a few things. So, first things first, while you're updating or downloading the DLC, you might as well download the update for PV Rivers as well. Now, it's not available at the minute on the Modful Switcher, but if you do !update15 in chat, actually, I'll do it myself, hang on, because I can post it over onto YouTube as well. That will give you a link to download the current update. Now, I'll cover what is in there. I'm just going to pin that, and we are up to a hype train incoming. Ooh, well, thank you very much, guys, for that. Let me just do that. Let me do that. Let me just copy that. From there, I'll pop it over onto YouTube. This will be available on Dagenet's Trello afterwards as well. And obviously, once he is able to get it uploaded to the Modful Switcher, it will be available there. Now, what is actually in the update? And by the way, welcome in everybody over on Twitch and on YouTube. So, let me open up my little folder here. So, just a few things to update. So, there's the map, so PV Rivers, and several of the factories have been updated. Actually, there's one thing I meant to say to T. Miller, which I'll cover in just a minute. Hey, Mamadou! Welcome in. So yeah, click on the link, get the download going to start off with, okay? Now, once you've got it downloaded, obviously it'll go to your download folder where you need to unzip it and move all of these to your folder. So it's what basically has happened is Giants with the DLC is adding in a new fill type, basically a palette of coal. And unfortunately, that is actually conflicting with the coal that we have on PV Rivers and on Uncharted Valley at the minute. It's basically thrown a texture warning, or a couple of texture warnings on there. It's not a big deal, but it does affect how the coal looks. But if you guys are not following Mum and Dude, by the way, click on that link, give her a follow. She's a great content creator. She loves PV Rivers. She loves crazy modded stuff. So, yeah, she's just up my boat. Kind of cool. Hey, LPs, how you doing? Welcome in. Thank you very much for the 3 stream streak. But yeah, hopefully you guys have all had a great last 24 hours. Obviously, I know the last few hours has been a bit frustrating because it's taken so long to download. But yeah. So anyway, one of the things I had to do is go through all of the factories and the map and rename the fill type for coal. Obviously, in-game it will still show as coal, just so you guys are aware, but the actual fill type name now is being changed. And we'll get into that in a little bit more detail because there's one additional edit you may want to do if you don't want to lose coal in your current productions or any storages. So, as you can see, we've got the blacksmith there. We've got the board game by factory by Mr. T. Miller. Obviously, his Filipino factory is in there, being updated to fix the trigger issue, the last update. The brick factory, the concrete factory, the mines, the model factory, the steel factory, and the drywall are all in there now. Now, obviously, some of these do use coal, or I should say most of these, if not all of them, have coal in them of some kind, which I've had to go through and rename the field type name. Now, one thing I will say, if Mr. T. Miller is out there, with his factories, because I don't know how many people have his categorizer, I've had to remove his categorizer from these mods for the moment. I don't know if he wants to post it on the YouTube, not the YouTube, on the Facebook PV group. It might help, and then obviously maybe do an update on his Trello later. He does have all this, so he's more than welcome to go through and add the categorizer back in. But for now, I've had to take them out of these. Was it 1, 2, 3 factories of his? Now, like I said, we've renamed coal, so now it will actually be the field type name coal_ore, and that is something you're going to need in just a second. So if I actually come into here, go to the config file. Now this might be a little bit confusing for some people. We'll open up the field type XML. Oh, let me close a few things because I don't want to show that off quite yet. There's something else I've been working on as well. So if we come into here, do find coal. So this is the new coal. So basically what it was, with the DLC, it was basically changing this line right here. And I think, if I remember rightly, it was this one. It was one of these anyway. But yeah, it was completely messing up the textures and stuff. So this seems to be the easiest fix. So coal_ore is now the new name for it. And obviously if it goes into the XML, the actual title is coal ore. Like that. For anybody who is going to be doing any editing. Now, talking about editing. If you've got any factories that are up and running that have the old coal, should we say, in there, you might want to do the following fix so you don't lose any product. Now, the only thing I will say is with this update, any coal that is on the ground will be deleted. Yes. Or should be deleted. I know all of the stuff in the mine, for me anyway, was completely cleared with this update because obviously the new fill type. Hey Farmworks, how you doing, buddy? Just so you're aware, PV Rivers update is available on the link above there. And if you guys are not following Farmworks, make sure to click on the link, give them a follow. Now this part, I'm going to up this a little bit so you guys can see this. So this is actually the new name for coal on PV Rivers. This will work with or without the DLC warning and error free. Now the first load up may get the odd warning or for coal being in the factory without doing this following edit. So I'm actually going to copy that, and I'm going to pop this in chat for just a minute. Make a note of this. Either take a copy of that as it is, and you may want to follow on with this next part. Now, what you want to do is go to where your save games are, okay? So go to Documents, go to My Games, Farm Sim 2025, and find your save game folder. Now, obviously, I've already edited mine, but if I go into save game 1, which is my PV Rivers Remastered, what you'll need to do is look for your placeables XML and open that up in Notepad or Notepad++, whatever you have. Now, obviously, if you have any issues, you're more than welcome to message me this. Just send me your placeable XML and I will do it for you. But once you've got it opened, what you'll need to do is do a find for coal. So in here, this will actually still show as coal. What you're going to need to do is go through each and every individual one and change it from coal to coal_ore on each and every one. Hey, Mr. Jers, how you doing? Welcome in. Thank you very much for the 25 stream streak. Much appreciated. Now, with this, you're going to have to do them individually, because if you do a find and replace, it's going to mess up the one of the other coals that's on the map. And I'll show you what I mean. So also, we do have charcoal in here. Obviously, if you do a find and replace, which is basically this one here, it's going to recognize this coal here, and it's going to put that _ore after it, and it's going to mess it up. So you're going to have to go through and find just the individual coal itself. It'll be in your productions. It's going to be under these field types like this. So you literally just have to click through. Whenever it comes up with coal, just replace it with that coal_ore. Same there. There's a fair few. So obviously you will eventually come into productions that have coal as well, like this one right here. So this is for the steel factory. You're going to need to replace that right there. Then keep going down. Obviously ignore anything that has charcoal. So that one is fine. Obviously here is another one, which is the concrete factory. You're doing good. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I wish I was. Now, obviously, when you get to the heaps, you don't have to worry about them. So ignore these. Just click through. Oh, I think I missed one there. But you obviously got one there for the brick factory. So you got to replace that. Just keep going down. Make sure there's no spaces before or after the name as well. Once you've done these edits. Ignore those, ignore that. So there's another coal right there. As you can see, there's quite a few here. Obviously, I've got a little coal silo there, so obviously I need to change that there. With any storages you have, what you will need to do... So obviously, this is my little mining silo, BAM, which is the coal silo. Obviously, I will be doing an update, posting an update in just a minute for this as well, for you guys to grab. You're going to need to obviously change the auto delivery field type, is part that I just did, which is coal to coal_ore. You also need to change the field type right there as well. Just those two. If you do have my little silo, you'll need to do this, okay? Now, I'm sure in time, Mr. T. Miller will probably get his updated, and so on. And obviously Uncharted Valley will get updated, and hopefully no more issues will arise. But yeah, we'll just keep going through for the minute. And I think, oh, just one more there. So you literally just got to go through, and obviously once you start hitting coal_ore again, you're good to go. Just click on the save button there, and you'll be fine. You will, yes, obviously, if you want a mining silo for rivers, yes, you will need to change that field type name. But yeah, if anybody does need any help with that, they're more than welcome to message me in Discord and send me your placeables XML. Now, one other thing I will say is, if you've got anything in a trailer or in a wheel loader bucket, you can do the exact same edit. Just open up your vehicle XML here, search for coal again, and obviously if there's anything in this trail or whatever, you can change that field type name to coal underscore ore, and you shouldn't have any problems. Fingers crossed. Yes. A little bit of a pain, I know. I do apologize, but yeah. It is unfortunately one of those things. Giants likes to break stuff. They like to add things and break more things, and yes. But yeah, obviously, you're more than welcome to send me your placeable XML, and I'll do it very quickly. I'll even do it live on the stream if you really want me to. Just make sure to let me know as well. Yes. Right, so I do need to... Oh, let me just do this. Actually, let me change screens a sec because I don't want to show you what else I have for you guys. There we go. Right, I need to just do a quick update to my mining silo. Yep, no problem, Mamadou. You certainly can send me it over if you want to. You really can. Right, let me come to here. Placeables. Mining silo. Bam, I'm pretty sure that's the one. Yes, this is what I was doing over the weekend, trying to get all this working and fixed for you guys. It's like, oh man, really? Right, so PVRR mining silo. Let me make sure I've got this there. Yes, I do. Upload that. We're going to replace you. And here we go. Let me copy that. It's just verifying. So yeah, if anybody does have my mining silo, so it's basically, we're going to my little category. Oh, that's green thumbs. It will be basically these ones, okay? I know T Miller downloaded it the other day, so you may want to get it as well on the updates. So actually, I even chose the right one. That was lucky. So yeah, so if you got these little silos I've done on my Trello, let me post a link in chat for you. Obviously, it will be updated on my Trello, so don't worry if you can't catch it now. But there is the updated version. Any issues, let me know. It should be the same as what's right here. Yes. Right. With that, there's one other thing I do have for you guys. Let me close that. I've just got to do a little bit of jiggery pokery and find something. Where did I put you? FS25. Oh, there it is. Cool. You've already said yours. Okay, I can do that right now for you there, Mr. Farmer Marks. Well done. Not that will give you ready. No, obviously this is not necessarily Uncharted Valley quite yet. I'm still waiting to hear back from Mr. JD Fan. But we can do it right now, actually. Let's go back to desktop quickly, because at the minute the only thing I'm doing is planting. I will be getting in and doing some onion planting in just a minute. That's why I'm at the store, actually. So... here we go. So this is Farmer Marks, Placeables XML. Let me get rid of this a sec. And let me make sure that I get the right name, which I put in chat a minute ago. Actually, I know how it is, but I want to make sure. I'll just copy that from there. Right, so same thing again. So Control F to do a search option. Now, obviously, I want it to look for coal. Did I just... coal or charcoal? Did I... hang on a minute. Did I open the right one? Let me close that a second. Placeables. That isn't downloaded, yeah. Have you already edited this one, Farmer Marks, or am I going crazy? Not sure if you did. Let me just close that a sec and delete that one, download a fresh one. Because it looks like you did edit it already. Download. Keep. Open the fresh version. Find. Coal. Yes, you have. Coal ore. That's fine. That's fine. Let me just double check that they are all right. Coal ore. Charcoal. Coal ore. That's fine. Don't need to worry about them. That's fine. Oh, no. There's one right there you missed. That's fine. We can do a quick edit, so that's fine. Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal. There's another one. So you've done some, but not quite got all of them. That's fine. There we go. There's the brick factory. There's that. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah, if you're ever unsure, yeah, you're more than welcome to send it over. That is not a problem. Oh, that's a point. You may have an issue with Boomhauer's coffee factory. I'm going to leave that for the minute. He is going to need to do an update for it. So the coal may throw a field type warning. Ooh. But yeah, that's the only issue. Didn't even think about Boomhauer having his coffee factory, but there's my tobacco, so that should be fine. What? Is that my one? Is that mine or is that somebody else's? I don't know. Menthol cigarettes. Oh, that's another one of Boomer's as well. Yes. Both of Boomhauer's factories, his tobacco factory and coffee factory, are going to be a bit of an issue. But we'll leave them for now. The mining silo rivers. I guess that must be T Miller's one. Obviously, you need the update for that. Oh, this is getting even more complicated. I'll leave it for the minute, but what you might have to do is refill this afterwards. Bugger. Well, I could do the model factory. I'll do the ones that I know are set up. I don't know if Mr. T. Miller can get an update for all of his factories out, or his placeables, while we're here. Charcoal, coal. Right, that looks, for the minute anyway, good to go. Obviously, T. Miller's silo and Boomhauer's factories are the only ones that are a bit of an issue at the minute, because obviously I don't know when they're going to get an update, especially Boomhauer's one. So yeah, we'll call that there. What I'll do is I'll send that back to you, Mr. Farmer Marks. And oh, where the heck are you going? There we are. You could always do something else. Mr. Viking Streaming! How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Thank you very much for the 3-stream streak. Ooh, have you been lurking, you cheeky little bugger? Yes. But there we go. Yeah, any other issues, let me know, and obviously I can always do a little update. Now, there is one other thing I have been doing, and I need to find a place to put it down. So, for anybody who has been watching over the last couple of days, obviously one of the big things is, or even over the weekend, one of the big things is Giants have added in fish and fish breeding to Farming Simulator. So if I actually come into here, go to across, and we do have the aquaculture in here now. So we can basically breed and grow fish. So we've got trout, we have salmon. Obviously the trout can go into its own little pond there. However, Giants hasn't added anything for salmon to be used on other maps apart from the DLC map, which is understandable because obviously I'm guessing they want to push their map over everybody else's. Makes sense. However, if you're playing the base game maps, you can't use the salmon at all. But if I go across a little bit more to my Billy Alpaca Modding Productions category, you will see there is something new in there. I have created over the weekend a salmon lake. Yes, I'd be naughty. And oh heck, my game is crashing. Hang on. Believe it or not, it does work. Oh, there we go. Cool. So, as a visual, the fill plane will show to allow you to get an idea on just how big this is going to be. Now, I need to find a place to put it down. It's not quite as big as the... Well, it's actually slightly bigger than the Giants one. Now, obviously I said I was going to set up a little fish farm over here, wasn't I? So, I might as well. Now, this does require the DLC to be installed to be able to use it, okay, guys? So, yeah, make sure you have the Highlands Fishery. I've already set it up, so the dependencies are already there. You'll also need my categorizer. So, if we actually rotate this, now, currently there's only 2 people, apart from myself, who have this. But we're going to plonk one of these down here. Hopefully, it's not going to cause me any issues. Now with this, actually I'm going to do a couple because I'm going to be cheeky. 1, 2, and let me jump over there and I'll show you it in a little bit more detail. Yes, it can be used on any map of Voltsdrop as long as you have the DLC installed. Now, this is going to make it a bit easier so I can jump over there. So... this is basically set up exactly, I mean exactly the same as the trout lake, okay guys? The Giants have created. So let me visit this. So, when you place it down, I would recommend it around a grassy area because it makes it look a little bit more pretty. Now, there's no visuals for fish, but you should be able to get in here and do some playing around if you want to, but you don't really need to. Obviously it's going to dig into the ground, so bear that in mind. Now, when we go into here, so you got your unload trigger on the left, your pallet spawning on your right. Now, if we come into here, you will now see there is a salmon farm works. Thank you very much for the 100 biddies, much appreciated. Yeah, so I've literally set the stats up exactly how Giants have the trout one, okay? So we have one line that will take just young salmon, which obviously you will need to have this salmon breeding pen thing, and also you're going to get old salmon back out of it. You'll also have a version where you can put in young salmon and fish food as well. So, yeah, if you want to get that little bit extra, you can do. Now, I activated both of these lines on the base game map, ran it through about 3 months, and I had around about 4 pallets of salmon spawning out on the base game map with this and the DLC. So, yeah. Now, let me grab you a third link. And obviously this will go up on my Trello as well. So if anybody wants to grab it now, you're more than welcome to. That is right there. But I'm going to post this up on my Trello very quickly. I've already made a start on posting it there. So I just need to add the link. So there's that. Salmon lakes. But yeah, you will also, like I said, need the Highlands Fishing DLC pack. DLC and the BAM categorizer. Add attachment. Also, I want the link there and download here. There. Insert. So that is now up on my Trello as well for anybody who wants that. And I'm Ooh, yes, that's fine. I'll leave it where it is for the minute, but I will be setting up a DLC only mods column as well. There we go. But there you go, there you go. So yeah, it's great. So to give you an idea, so obviously this is the size of my one. If we come into here, I'm going to actually place it down the Giants one as well. You can see that's actually a fraction smaller. Let me get a decent turn on it. There we go. So you can see that it's a little bit wider. It's about the same length, but it's fine. It's all good. So got our 2 trouts. Oh, let me... Oh, is it not going to allow me to put it there? Oh, it might be colliding with the other one there. Let's bring you out a wee bit. So we've got 2 trout, 2 salmon. Obviously with this you will also need to have this little breeder thing. And I'm going to have it all pointing out towards the shore. Obviously at the minute we cannot use the aquaculture pens on here. It is a bit of a shame, but I'm actually going to do a couple just because I'm cheeky. See if I can overlap them slightly. Nope. Because the aim was basically to have the ocean fishing out here and do stuff like that. But yeah, also we can't have the boats and all that because, yes, giants are greedy. Now, one thing I will say, if you place one of my pens down and you need to get rid of it, just click on the water level, okay? And then you can sell it from there. But yes, that gives you a rough idea. I know Giants goes a little bit more. I think I prefer mine. It looks better with the grass. One thing, I don't know. This grass looks a little bit cack, but yeah. On the base game map, the grass looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, there you go. So get fishing, guys. And the nice thing is, I have started building the boat over there as well, so it's kind of almost fitting in rightly. So yeah, also I do need to get over here some fish food, which we'll grab in just a minute and bring it over. And let's come into here. Let's see, how much do we need? So fish food is 30, so I'm going to need 60. So that's 60,000 litres for the 2. Oh, that's point went right past it. Then this will only take a couple of pallets, so that's not bad. So 2, yeah. So if I do say 70, that'll give a little bit extra. And yeah, that should work. Oh, this is going to be a lot of pallets to buy now. Let's come into here. I can never remember. I think it's under miscellaneous, if I remember right. Pallets. Bags. Nope. It's under one of these ones. Nope. Yep, there we go. So there is the fish food. Now, these do come in 2,000 litres. Now, one of the nice things is you don't necessarily have to use this because, if I remember correctly, there should be, under the base game factories, a fish food production. If there isn't, I'm going to have to set one up. Let's see, I'm sure I've seen one in here the other day. Also, we've got the onion, little palletizer, carpenter, and obviously T Miller's just posted a link in chat for an update to his factories with coal. Obviously, okay, you mean you've just basically undone everything I've just done, is it? It's basically your silos that needs working. Ah, yeah, there we go. So there is a fish food maker. So it is in there. Whether, to be honest, I might even set up my own. Oh, that doesn't look quite... I don't think that looks quite right on here, but okay. Might look into seeing if I can do my own little one. Copy the recipe. and maybe set up my own. But yeah, let's go grab some pallets. So anyway, getting a sidetrack. So there, we want there. Let's see. So that is going to be 38. Oh my goodness, are you trying to give me a heart attack? Oh well, thank you very much there, Andy the farmer, for the sheep scream. I didn't know that was still out there. And oh, look at that, Mr. Shawnee, go for it. Right, so let's buy that. So, oh, what did I say? That's 16, so that's going to be 32,000. Yeah, we'll do 2 loads. There we go. We can always add more later, but if we can get them up and running and started, that is a good start anyway. So let me go grab my truck and trailer and we'll get this moved over. Then I want to get in and do some onion planting. Also, I did do a test over the weekend and it does work. Oh, look, there's my little truck. Hello, baby. But yes, there we go. Just the factories, not the salary yet. Okay. Obviously, with the update that I put out, all of your factories were updated. The only thing that changed was the categorizer. But yeah, so obviously I don't know how many people on the mod with the mod folder switcher have your categorizer, to be honest, Team Miller. Hence why I basically removed it for the minute. But yeah, if you wanted to, you're more than welcome to post that on the Facebook as well. And tell them to get their butts over here. Ha! Hey there, Mr. Vortex. How you doing, buddy, by the way? But yeah, I did post on our Facebook group to say that I was going live with an update to PVRR, and if they were able to pop in their mod, it'd be great to get the update. Let's grab that one there. Okay, no worries. Yeah, obviously the one that's in chat there, posted by T Miller, obviously has the categorizer. Obviously on the mod folder switcher, once that comes, you may lose that categorizer option, but yeah. Just so you're aware. But yeah, I haven't had anything come through from Mr. Dashnet yet to say he has updated the mod folder switcher, so just gotta be patient, guys. But yeah. Hey J-Dog, how you doing, buddy, by the way? There we go. So yeah, let's get this sorted out and then we'll get in and do some onion planting. I've got a hired helper currently doing a 3rd field of corn over here. Oh yes, fun. I wonder if I can transfer some of my bank account from here over to my new save game. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Yes. Nah, it'll be fine. I'll get there. But yes. The only thing it would be quite nice if we had the ability of using the windmill over here as well. I don't have onions in here yet, but with the DLC it automatically injects it to any map you have the DLC on. So if you're on Uncharted Valley, for example, it will inject the onions onto there. Obviously, over the weekend I did do some testing, and on Friday, both myself and Daddy have done testing, and yeah, we were able to grow onions successfully on rivers. There we go. I think that's everything. Yeah, 32. 8, 16, 32. Yeah, I'll be fine. But yeah, we'll get in, and yeah, I could do, actually what I might do is a quick reload before we get too far on, and I'll actually show you guys doing it rather than doing it on here, just in case, because I can run through the time and get it loaded, or grown quicker I should say. But yeah, we'll get this sorted out first of all. And yeah, but yeah, if anybody else has any XMLs that need to get edited, you're more than welcome to send me your placeable XML for the update. But actually, one of the things I needed to check was see if my mines have regenerated now. Obviously, that's the only thing that I kind of lost when I did the update. Obviously, I went through the placeable XML, changed the code to Cole_or. I'm hoping no. It may be that I'll be doing an update myself for Uncharted Valley, just so you guys are aware, to fix the ore issue. I know Mr. JD Fan is very busy still with his little babby, who's getting better, but yeah, a lot of time is spent with the little nipper at the minute still. So I might be doing the update for him, unless Mr. X-Man wants to do it as well. He is more than welcome to. So maybe the next couple of days we'll have an update for Uncharted for you guys as well. Right then. I need to set up a road over here as well. There we are, that's fine. There we are. Yeah, I think a little dirt road coming in maybe here should be fan-dabby-dozy. Right. Let me open that up. You got a camera, because obviously I don't want all of this to go in, I just want half of it. L. Hopefully it will allow me to take it straight off the trailer here. Really? Oh, I'm not quite far enough back, that's why. I've got it in the spawn trigger, that's why. There we go. There we go, there we go. A couple more. A couple more. Yeah, obviously one of the things I do want to do is look at getting maybe my own little production setup for making fish food instead of that one, because it doesn't quite fit in with the map, so there we go. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but we'll have to wait and see. Right, so let's get this active. We'll keep that at the minute. I'm going to activate everything. So there's that one up and running. Oh, I keep hitting the F, the little flashlight. On Uncharted Valley, it has factories that produce coal. Yes, kind of the same way the mine does on here. Hence why that needs to be updated. Now, before I disappear and reload, I just want to jump over here. 187. Okay, so mine has started regenerating, but as you can see, oh, let me get rid of that. It's still refilling. So basically, what happened was it Thursday or Friday when I reloaded after adding the DLC? Because obviously, I wanted to see if it would screw anything up. I was going around, obviously, seen the errors or the warnings in the log. Came over here, and this was pure black. It was literally like a black hole. There was no textures or anything on it. And obviously with doing the edit over the weekend, you can actually see it's all back again, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, obviously these piles will temporarily disappear, but they will start refilling over a little bit of time. I've only had the game running for maybe an hour so far, but it is getting there slowly, so bear that one in mind. The distance texture is a bit weird on that one, but it's fine. Yeah, that's regrowing, that's rebuilding up, that's good, cool. So yeah, you just got to give it a little bit of time, and these will refill for when you do the update. Can we do the fish aquaculture on this map? Or it's only on the DLC map there, Vortex. So if we actually come back into here, so if we go over to the aquaculture stuff, so we do have obviously the breeding pens, what you want to call it, that I just placed down, plus obviously the fish lake that only takes trout. Obviously with the little pond or the lake mod that I just put out today, you will also have a source for putting your young salmon into, and you'll be able to grow them and actually then be able to sell them. Now that's one thing as well, I will say, with the DLC, it does automatically add the trout and the salmon into sell points. So if you are running them on other maps, you will be able to sell them once they're fully grown. the trout, the young trout, and the young salmon do not have a sell point. So right here, you can see right there. Oh, actually, I might have to do a quick update to that. That should be showing as a sell point, but yeah. Obviously you can take your young salmon, put it into the lakes, whether one's for the trout or the salmon. Obviously trout right there, I can show you straight away. We've got Aldi, we've got Farmers Market, the museum, Starbucks, Subways, Taco Bell, and Whataburger that will accept the trout. The same should be for the salmon, when you can find it in this list. Salmon right there. So yeah, Aldi, Farmers Market, Museum, Starbucks, Subway. So yeah, there is sell points there. And to be honest, I think that price isn't... Oh, actually you can't see it because the fishing game is in the way. But yeah, obviously Aldi right now, I would be getting $10,781 for selling a pallet of salmon. Now, also one thing as well, with the pallets of the fully grown fish, it's 2,000 litres per pallet, not 1,000. So bear that one in mind. So yeah, it's not bad. So yeah, 2,000. So let me save this, and we'll load up a new save game, and I'll show you everything about the onions. And hey, Shawnee, by the way, over on YouTube, welcome in, buddy. I just realised something. I didn't post my... Oh, you guys can get it on Trello. There's a link down below for it, for the fish thingy. When did Starbucks start selling... Maybe it's a sideline there, Farm and Trucker. How you doing, buddy, by the way? If you guys are not following Farm and Trucker, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. He should be streaming, hopefully again soon. Hopefully this side of Christmas, eh, bud? And by the way, Mr. Shawnee, well done. You are actually touching the star. Well done, well done, well done. Right then, it's coming to you. Oh, actually, out of interest, I know a lot of people had it over the weekend. Okay, mouse steering, really? Okay. I was kind of curious whether anybody had created a mod and sent into Giants already. Maybe they have. It's going to be a week or two before it comes, so yeah. Yeah, so that's what I want. Let's go with that. We'll continue. I will temporarily get rid of this T-Miller silo that I was testing the other day. And there was one other thing. What was it? Oh, this mini caravan park is horrible. Don't like it at all. Also, if you really wanted to, you could just do a new start on the map and start again. So yeah. But yes, there is a new, while we're loading up, a new map coming for Fishing Planets. Obviously, Mr. Shawnee is more than welcome to comment on what it is, because I can't remember. I know it's in... Yeah, that's it. Norway, thank you. I knew it was over this side of the pond again. But yeah, Norway. So Fishing Planet is now heading to Norway. I'm pretty sure you have to be up to, what, level 100 something? To access it, though, without the new DLC or something coming. So, yes. But, well. It's great fun, but yeah. A new map for you guys who enjoy fishing. It's cool. Norway. Now I wonder, will it have the northern lights going over at nights? That'd be kind of interesting. Really? Do you want me to? Do you want me to read all that? That's terrible. This time, the time has come to reveal our new up-and-coming location. Thank you all for your incredible enthusiasm, creativity, and excitement while trying to guess where we're heading next. Ha ha ha. Okay. Blah 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 blah. We're heading north to the Norwegian seas. Skarland Fjord, Norway. Coming to a farming... I was going to say farming simulator, but that's the wrong one. To Fishing Planet soon. I can't quite get my voice low enough because it doesn't sound quite as low through the stream. Anyway, right then. So we're going to actually check out some of the onions over here. So as you've seen, no errors at all. One or two little warnings, but they're mainly giant stuff. Now, one thing I do need to do is come into here. We're going to turn seasons off for the moment. We're going to crank this down because I don't want to save too quickly. Now, if we come into here, I'm not quite sure exactly where it is. That's the harvester stuff. Onion planters right there. I am so blind. So with the DLC, it will add in its own onion planter category, as well as an onion harvester category. So if we come into here, we're going to grab this little guy. I'm sure over the coming days and weeks there will be edited versions of equipment. Now, one thing I will do with this is I'm actually going to go up here and I want to do a little test while I'm here. I want to grab this guy. I'm going to lease this. And basically what I want to do is fill this up. Oh, excuse me. And I want to double check that it does expand the capacity of the onions when you are creating them or planting them. Now, as we're testing, and I do apologize if that burp came through, I'm very, very sorry. We are going to grab a green tractor. We'll set up for the US version, I think, at this point. We'll keep that there. Now, one thing I will say is precision farming. The update that came out last week is already set up for the onions, okay, guys? So hopefully there shouldn't be any more updates for that anytime soon. But yeah, if anybody pays attention to their log from last week, you will actually see in there several times that onion is referenced. That is why. They added it all last week, ready for this week's DLC. Hey, Matt, how you doing, buddy? So, here we go, go. Touch that. Now, I'm going to be naughty, I can't be bothered. Obviously, this is just test showing. So, if we come into here, we're going to fill that up with seed. So, that rear unit only takes 27 litres of onion, by the way, just so you are aware. Hence, why... Oh, I figure, why the heck not? Grab a tank to go on the front, and obviously it's the same brand, so the colours kind of match. That will then give you 27,000 litres. 2,127 litres, there we go. That helps if I read it properly. Right then, so with that being said, let me get up here, because I do know that field 1 is ready and ploughed. So, we're going to just unfold this. And I'm going to get this going. And I'll do some myself, actually. Just for the heck of it. We'll click that there, lower, turn that on, and we'll go. And as you can see, we are now planting onions on PV rivers for the very first time. Yes, obviously I know we've had onions in the past on Dagenet's map, but this is the first time we have had a new crop on rivers. And as you can see right there, we are actually getting onions being planted. It's actually showing there already. If I scroll here, turn that off, it is onions. Look at that, look at that. Actually, one thing I might want to just do is I'm going to purchase this just to see. Just let's have a look. So soil type is that. I'm kind of curious what. So yeah, so right, seed rate right now is standard. Obviously, depending which soil type you will be hitting, may find you'll go lower or higher. So right now I am hitting a high spot, which is not good. I don't want a high spot, but it is what it is. There we go. Let me rotate this little bugger. Well, yeah, give it, I don't know, a day or two, and I'm sure there will be plenty of modified planters out there to do big, huge rows at a time. Do I have to download the new update from Giants eShop? If you have the Giants version and the Season 1 Pass, yes, you just go over to the Giants download forum, enter your code that should have been supplied, whether it's for the DLC on its own or the Season 1 Pass code. Obviously it'll be in your email, and yeah, you should then be able to download it that way. And that's obviously for any DLC, whether you have them individually or through Giants. If you have the Steam version, I'm not quite sure how that works. I'm pretty sure that should automatically download for you. I could be wrong. I tend to just stick with the Giants version, so yeah. You haven't had to do it for a bit, yeah. Yeah, no worries. So I think that'll do for you. Can see that it's now planted. That is fine. We're not going to do too much. But if we come over here, we have 2 rows. Obviously, it does show we have onion in there, if you can read it. It's now growing. So the nice thing with seasons being turned off, we can come into here. We can turn extra time on, and we're going to just crank it through a little bit of time. Now I'm going to run it through time, okay, guys. I'm actually going to... Oh, wrong one. That's the other one. I'm going to remove the HUD so you guys can actually see this. And what I will do is I'm going to hide everything. Let's try it that way. Okay, we'll keep the mics alive. There we go. That helps. Oops. Right then. So we are actually going to crank up the time, and we're going to just slowly see this growing each month. So let me close. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong one. So that and that one. Yeah, there you go. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that up because, yes, you can see it cracking on. But we will get rid of that. And we can see roughly, without seasons active, how long it's going to take to fully mature for harvesting. And obviously, once we've got that, what I'll do is I'll make sure to do a little test again, live, of harvesting it. So, 1 month, I'm guessing you probably might have to go through a couple of months before it starts kicking in. I kind of went off doing other things and it was still growing. It's like, okay. Hopefully this doesn't bugger up. Okay, we've got the weeds coming in, so that's good. Oh, there's the onion plants, good. So we now have the very, very young sapling, baby onions coming in. So that's good. Obviously we do need to hoe it in a minute. But yeah, that's what, 1 month and it's grown. I think if I remember rightly, it takes around about 4 in-game months, I think it was, to fully mature for harvesting. We've got lots of rain. There we go. So there is stage 2. As you can see, still no errors. Obviously, that's where I just loaded in. Obviously, that's a spline thing. So nothing at all. So still good. We do have weeds in here though, unfortunately. So that's 1, that's 2. If I remember rightly, it was what, 4 was it 3? I'm sure it was 3 or 4 stages in the information for onion. I got a feeling, I'm sure it was 4, and then it was harvest ready. But obviously when it's ready, obviously the tops of the onions will just flop over, and it can then be harvested. I'm pretty sure that's now stage 3. Kind of like stage 2 and stage 3 are very similar. Don't really see much of a difference. So we're coming into the 4th month, which will be stage 4. And we're going to get some snow. Go away. I don't want snow. Hopefully that I'm zooming through time so quickly. We shouldn't get any snow lie down, so that's a bit of a bonus. If it does, it'll probably come and just disappear. There you go. So there's stage 4. So you can actually see it got a little bit longer there. It's getting a little bit more brown on the edges and of the leaves and such. So almost ready. So I'm guessing once we get into January, that should hopefully be ready for harvesting. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I'd love to know how giants do this. How do giants inject crops into any map, basically? Because we could actually set up a lot of Dave's or DashNet's old crops to be injected into any map. But let's see. Hopefully, there we go. So there we are. Let me drop that time. Oh crap! Okay, I went a little bit too far. Let's go to the next day. There we go. And as you can see, there we go. There we go. Let me stop that time right there. So as you can see now, so that was literally 4 in-game months without seasons. Obviously, with seasons active, it is going to take a little bit longer. So bear that in mind, roughly. But yeah, you can now see that the actual tops have gone over, and it's now ready to be harvested. Now, with this, you're going to need multiple pieces of equipment. Now, in this store here, we do have an onion harvesting category. We have obviously this, and this thing. There is another or to be honest, this is actually more for picking up than harvesting. These two right here are what you need to get going. This will basically top and take the onions out of the ground. We're going to buy that, as it were. Obviously, I was doing this all over the weekend. This will basically take the onions and windrow it into a nice little neat pile. So we're going to buy that. Now, obviously, with this one, I was going to do an edit to it, but this is actually locked in the DLC, so I can't do it. Now, obviously, with this, and there's one other potato harvester, or collector, as it were, that you will need to change here, okay? Either it'll do potatoes. Obviously, with the potatoes, you can actually just put that straight onto the field, and it will harvest the potatoes. But obviously, with the onions, you do need to remove that front piece to use it. Obviously, this is what I was using yesterday. The other one that I was using was this, I think, right here. Yes. I have to have a look at the other potato stuff as well, because it always seems to be under the potato category. Now, obviously, in here, as you can see, the harvester head can be either potato or it can be for onions. So you can use that. It takes a little bit longer. It's a little bit more finicky because you have to sort of offset yourself to stay on the line. But just out of interest, so that doesn't, that one doesn't, and obviously that is the one that comes with the DLC. So yeah, so that and that are basically the only thing you currently have in the DLC that allows you to pick up the onions. Now obviously I've gone for that one because it's so easy. Obviously, if anybody missed me yesterday, I was using this to pick up onions. I would recommend going with this, even though capacity isn't the greatest. It's still not bad. It's a lot better than the other one, to be honest, and a lot easier to use. Right, so we do need a tractor. Should we go with my favorite John Deere, should we? We're gonna go for... Oh, was it that one? Actually, we'll go for the bigger John Deere 6R. And as we're going for it, we're going with that, we'll go with that, we'll go with the biggest engine. We'll keep the front load there. I don't need that on there. That'll do. We'll lease you. See, for those who love John Deeres, look at that. I'm so kind to you guys. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say I'm going to get a huge yield off of this. But what I will say is, off of that field I was doing yesterday during the stream, or finishing off during the stream, I should say, I ended up with about 230,000 litres off of that one little field. Now imagine if you were to do a field on here of onions, you would have a heck of a lot. So yeah, I've got a feeling that one reasonable sized field on here will at least keep you going for at least a good in-game year, if not two. Alright then, so once you got them attached, one obviously goes on the front, one goes on to the back. You get over to your field, and from there, this is where the boring part comes in, because obviously you need to get this lot going. And let's turn that on, we'll turn that on, we're gonna hopefully just go straight down. Now, oh, one thing I will say, with this rear piece as well, you can switch sides where it's dropping, okay? Now if I just turn these off again, actually let me select the back one, you can raise it up and turn it off. If we open this up, it does say at the bottom of the F1 menu here, Control Y can change which side it drops. So currently it's on left, so we can change that to the right side. So if I actually now lower that, turn that on, and we'll turn the front on and go forward, that should now drop on this side. And it is, see? Obviously, personally, I would keep it to the right side, but that's just me. And have it go, depending on which way you're going around the field, try and have it unloading into the inside of the field would be best. I had it set up, and it was originally on my other save game, going on this side, and obviously that's where the headland is. It's hard to find it around grass, so yes, Control Y. Oh, you can even do it into the middle if you really wanted to. I didn't even realise it did the middle, but yeah, you could set it up to go into the middle, but I like to have it go into one side, and we'll go with that for the minute. And it will, just so you're aware, that rear piece, if you have unloaded it to one side, it will pick it up and move it across, literally like a windrower. I've actually got them invisible at the minute, Mr. Shawnee. Let me come into here. Okay, there we go. We'll keep it on the line, that makes life a little bit easier. Well, that's going up and down. You can see that it's harvesting perfectly fine. It's dropping the items onto the onions onto the ground there perfectly fine. Okay, let's bring that one back. Let's bring the extra gamers back. Obviously we do have, oh, that's the old update. There's me. Hi again. That's as close as you're getting to see me today. There you go. And hopefully, oh, I'm guessing there must be an update to Stream Deck, because it's not doing my command for Plinko. That's not fair. But yes, there we go. We'll get this rotated around. Now it is showing currently with precision farming, I am getting a 72% yield. Now this is one reason why I like to have it on just one side, because obviously when you come down that next row, if you're doing it yourself, you can actually just merge the two rows into one. So less picking up. It really does help, trust me. But yeah, you can also set up for a hired helper if you wanted to. It will work, so just so you are aware, it will work with the hired helper as well. Once we get to the far end, what I'll do is I'll go grab the Grimmy and we'll get it picked up just to show that it is all there, and we'll make sure that the fill type visuals for the onion is working perfectly fine on here. On this already, you can see that it is coming through. And I will say, I kept watching that screen on the Grimmy, and yes, it was dynamically changing. It kind of works the same way, I'm guessing, as the Mercedes-Benz trucks, where you can see behind you, as it were. There we go, that will do fine. We'll lift that up. But yeah, I think that would be kind of cool if we were able to inject other crops onto here rather than having to bake them into the map itself. There we go. Right, so we'll grab that, we'll take that over. At some point, I'm pretty sure someone will look at probably creating a storage for onion. At the minute, nothing as yet. Oh, no, I want that one. But yes, here you go. I can do it now because I've got my little pointer. I've got auto drive in here. But yeah, if you actually watch these screens when you're playing, it's probably easier. You'll probably see it better that way. But especially this one, you can see on that, obviously that top one, that top left monitor there is this little bit, the pickup going up and down. You can actually see it moving. Isn't that cool? The second one on the right below that is actually the bunker behind us, and you'll actually see as we're going along onion being picked up and dropped into the bunker behind us. So if we just come on in, as you can see, it starts coming right there. So yeah, Giants have finally added it in. It's great. Now I haven't quite figured out these ones yet, but I can see in this bottom right one there is movement there, but I'm not quite sure. Should go in a bulk silo if the silo is set up the right way. It depends on how it's being added into the game as the categories. That's the thing. And also, it depends on how the silo is set up. If the silo is set up with the fill types, obviously it's going to then need to be edited to include onion. If it's set up to do, say, fill type category bulk, for example, then yes, it should go into a silo without an issue. That's not bad. Just doing that one row there that we just harvested, we're already 5,000 in the tank there. So yeah, that is literally all you need to do. And as you can see, fully warning and error-free for onion harvesting. So, oh yes, that is very, very nice. And it works with precision farming. It's all good. I know. Oh, I don't want that. I want this. I'm kind of curious. So I've got sheds there. We see all of these silos are set up with fill type category farm silo or silo extension. So these will not accept it. But modded ones that have like fill type category bulk, it probably should. Or if it has the individual fill type names, then it'll obviously need to have an onion added to it. But right now, I'm guessing the only thing you could really do, obviously it's going to be a while before you grow any onions, think about it, but you could use things like one of these little bulk holes right here. Dump it in there if you wanted to. But I'm sure Mr. Green Thumb Farmer could add it to one of his storages as maybe a separate option. Actually, maybe you could separate one of the individuals. And Andy the Farmer, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Just a thought. Where is his little pack? This. So maybe one of these you could put one of these out on its own for just the onion to go in. Wouldn't that be kind of cool for the DLC? Yeah. Obviously, with the bigger one, because that's pretty much full, really, isn't it? This one, with all the base game stuff already, I wouldn't even worry about editing it, unless you wanted to add maybe another couple onto the end, potentially, or a few extras onto the end. Is that as an option? Maybe just do a DLC version only. But yeah, obviously you got, I think T-Miller is doing updates to his. And the other issue was, while I remember, with Green Thumb Farmers Sheds, just so you guys are aware, Thunder script is kind of broken at the minute. Yeah, that's the only thing. Hence why I was thinking maybe just do a single on its own. So yeah, if you guys weren't aware, obviously, with last week's update, I believe it was, it kind of got broken. Obviously, I believe Thunder maybe added a script in that he didn't mean to, and took it back out or replaced it, put it back in. So one way or another, it got broken. Unfortunately, I don't know if Green Thumb is going to try and figure a fix for it. But yeah, right now, obviously, I cannot customize this at all. And the ones that I have placed down on my save game at the minute, the colors aren't quite right. See, same with that. That does not give me the option to colorize it. And I cannot hit the F key to do it, so yeah. I'm going to try. Been waiting 6 hours for the game to update. Yeah. Obviously, once he gets his game updated, he might be able to go in and figure out a fix for it and stuff like that. I think I need to update my mod description. If you want, actually, here you go. I could do that for you right now. Let's see. So I've got Thunder's latest version off of his HIO. If I come into here, you're on 7 hours in the update. Oh, blimey. Let's see. So Green Thumb Farmer. So GTF. Where the heck are we? Let me resort this so I can see where you are. FG. Drive-through shed. Let's do the drive-through shed, shall we? So let's extract you. So I need to make sure to delete this. So we're going to try this one. So we'll delete that as a test. So over here we have Green Thumb Farmers. This is the little pull-through shed that he did. I kind of like it because you've got the smaller version and the bigger version. Obviously, the smaller version is great for housing your little the rice harvester and stuff like that. So if we come into the mod description, now what description version were you thinking or updating this in here? Obviously, I can do a live test if you want, there, Mr. Green Thumb. I honestly do not mind. Or is there something else that needs to be edited? Oh, I just realized I closed Discord by mistake. Oh, come on, will you just change that? Oh, Mr. Green Thumb, hello. Right, so just so you guys are aware, I've had a message from Mr. JD Fan. He is looking to do an update to Uncharted Valley within the next couple of days. He's got a couple of things he's already been working on over there. Obviously, because of his baby and stuff like that, is taking up most of his time. But yeah, he's going to try and get an update to you guys out within the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for that. Right, yes, I am going to update the version. It is the TH Thunder that needs to be updated. So that part. What needs to be? Oh, do you want to do it yourself then, and just get it out to us as soon as possible? Make life easier. Okay, no worries. Okay, I was just going to see if I could do a little quick test while we're here, but if it's a little bit more in depth, then okay. But yes, obviously we are up to, what's it, 104 for the game version. Let's see. Shawnee says I'm 7 hours into update. Oh, jeez, that's terrible. And it's not that big, to be honest. It literally took me a couple of minutes to download mine on Thursday. That is crazy. Right, let's get back to game screen. And there's nothing else there. Okay, that's fine. We'll get into here. We'll get into here. Oh, well, I remember. No, I'll do it later. I can't bother to do it now. So yeah, there you go. So you've actually now physically seen onions being planted, grown, and harvested on PV Rivers for the first time in Farming Simulator 25 without any warnings or errors. But yes, yay! Yeah, I don't know what it needs to be changed to. Oh, okay. His update said it was to make it backwards compatible. But it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anyway. That is crazy. And I need to check something while we're loading this up. I think I have an update or something. Nope. So it's definitely there. Yeah, because my buttons, for some weird reason at the minute, are not working to put a comment in chat. My crash is working, so that's something. But it's literally just my commands. For OBS. I wonder if it's the OBS Studios that's might need an update. I'll have to have a look into that later. I'm not going to mess around with it right now. Because I want to get in and do some onion planting on here. Yes, so I think today, tomorrow, just to help you guys out, I will play PV Rivers, and then obviously Friday we'll go back over to Kinlag, or Kinleg, should I, and carry on over there. Just after the stream, just so you guys are aware, obviously I got the onions finally picked up. Oh, that's a point. I need to put out an updated version that accepts onions on that auger wagon thing I was using. Yes, in case you missed it as well. Obviously, oh, where is it? This thing right here. This now oh, I might now have an unzipped version over here with the onion edit. But yeah, this has we'll be having an update version that will also accept onions. But what I might do is have the dependency set in there, so you have to have the DLC to be able to use it. And should I do an edit to the horse as well to add in onions? Ooh, I might do both of these actually, because I do kind of like that. Anywho, righty, so I do still obviously have my little hired helper running, who is currently planting some more corn along... Oh, where the heck were you? Over here. This area right there. So I was coming down to here, and we're going to grab the same setup that we had just a minute ago. Now that I know that it's here, there we go. So onion planters, so we're going to grab you. The nice thing is I can just buy it outright because I do have a little bit of money spare to spend. But yes, exclamation mark Linko. There we go. Exclamation mark fish. There we go. And what is going on with this game at the minute? It's having a funny 5 minutes. There we go. So there's that. The other thing I wanted was the tank to go on the front. So that, we'll grab that. We'll buy that. And I'm actually going to buy a new tractor just for this to stay on. Out of interest, how much horsepower did we actually need for this onion seeder? So 140 horsepower now. Let's have a look. I'm kind of thinking of a JCB, to be honest, baby, or the new... Oh. Should I? Yes, I don't like this JCB, it's horrible. Baby, I do like Dutsvars. Yes, I think we're going to go with the Dutsvar for this one. Right, diesel. So what do you get? So we get the Warrior version. We get a Lamborghini edition. Really? No, I'm keeping with the Warrior version. We are going to go with the biggest engine because I am naughty that way. I'll keep the tires as the... Oh, actually. Let's see. I think we'll go with the Nokians. I'm kind of liking that tread. That's kind of funky. We'll keep the wheels as they are. We don't need a front attacher on here. We do want to add the Iseria Pro Compact with it, and... Oh, should we? Oh, now do I go with the black or the green? What's these other greys look like? Or black, should say. No. See, Giants, you like to do my head in. What's Java Green like? Oh, that's a bit of a funky one. Why not? We'll leave it as that. There we go. So we're going to buy that. There we go. Coolio. I was going to use this Massey Ferguson, but I think we'll trade up to this little guy. Obviously, it is from the DLC after all. I've already got a field set up. Okay. Sounds like a chrome green, isn't it? Okay. Actually, I didn't really have a proper look at all of the vehicles and stuff, but that is not bad. Okay, things are a little bit blurry at the minute, but it is what it is. It's the joys of streaming and having a naff-ish computer graphics. There we go. Go. Get that connected. There we go. Oh, I'm a little bit off there. Let me line that back up. Yeah, so there's actually a couple of fields up near the starter farm. I'm kind of thinking it would be quite nice. Maybe just do one for the minute with onions. Yeah, see, obviously this is going to be my rice fields. I'm kind of thinking the field I had the sugar cane in. So this right here would be perfect, I think. Also, we do need to get some seed in this thing, so let's go. Let's go, 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 go. So out of interest, for all you guys watching, how many of you guys did not get the DLC for the Highlands Fishery? Anybody, or did you all actually get it with the Season 1 pass, or individually? Did over the weekend actually confirm that you wanted to get it finally and actually check it out? More to the point, how many of you guys are actually going to play the map? That's the big question. See, now there is the thing. How many of you guys are actually going to give it a play? You have it and you're enjoying it. Oh, nice one, volts drop. Nice, 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 nice. You're playing it right now, Mr. Dombey here? Cool. Now, yeah. One thing I will say, and this is actually a bug over the weekend that not the game gave me, but how certain people play the map. So obviously over the weekend, a lot of Giants, bronze member partners and above were streaming it on YouTube and on Twitch and that. There was a couple of people that I tuned into really bugged the crap out of me because they were using gigantic American 4x4 trucks on a tiny little farm. You would never ever have that happen in real life. Okay, I get that they're going to play it how they want to, which is fair enough, but personally I wouldn't have even had them in that save game. But yeah, they had these big American Rams, big was it 4 wheels on the back or something, the double rims and stuff like that, and I thought, no, that is just completely wrong. Why not try taking them out, put in maybe some more British style, I suppose, or smaller style vehicles would be quite nice. But yeah, one of the things I do want is a Land Rover. I wanted Land Rover to use on the Scottish map. Only because that's what you'd probably find on that particular map. But yeah, for anyone who tuned in over the weekend to several YouTube or Twitch streams, should we say, yeah, you probably know who I'm probably on about. But yeah, that just bugged the crap out of me that they were narrow-minded just to throw in their own Dodge Rams and stuff. Oh, right then. Here we go. But yeah, all the biggest equipment, all this, all that, is like, oh, come on, excuse me. Excuse me. Where are you, where are you? I literally just had it a minute ago. Come on. Phil, there we go. Tiny little boat, oh, there we go. That'll do, that'll do. I'll keep obviously the front cover open, because, yeah, we might need to. There we go. Oh, that's a point. Oh yeah, we did add it, didn't we? I was going to say, did I add that Recognize Area Scout on there? Didn't I? Yes. Alrighty, so this field should be already ploughed and ready to rock and roll. So, X. Yes, there we go. Okay, it's tiny, but it will do for the minute. But yeah, I'm going to do this myself, so we'll do. 3, okay. Now, I want to see if I could do this the way they recommend. So it's always planting on the inside first, the up and down first, and then round the headland. Oh god, this is hard. This is hard work, it really, really is. Alrighty, so lock that in, we're going to drop that, and we're going again. Go on, say, go, there we go. Joys of having cruise control, guys. Doesn't always work. There we go, look at that. We're planting onions officially for the first time on my save game. Yay! This is going to take forever, but oh well. See, another thing is, if you really wanted to, until these bigger planters come out that are edited to do onions, you could have a couple of these running. Or just like a hired helper on and go for it. But yeah, I think this size field is pretty good. Going off what I got on my save game yesterday, I'm guessing I probably have maybe 300,000 to 400,000 litres, give or take. So I think that is not too bad. I'm actually going to just adjust that game plinko just so it's a little bit lower now, because it seems to be stuck up rather high. Let's bring that down a fraction. There we go. That's a little bit better. Lock that off again. Good to go, good to go. Oh yes! There we go, there we go. So yeah, we're still having an eye on what to do. Obviously Mr. Shawnee came up with a good idea. He's obviously doing 1 week on PV Rivers, then switching over to King Lag. So obviously one thing I do want to do primarily is to build that flipping windmill. That is my big aim. Obviously if I can do the castle at the same time, then cool. But yeah, streaming wise, do I do 1 week of one map, 1 week of the other, or kind of do half and half each week? I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure that one out. But this week anyway, Monday and Friday is going to be over on the DLC map, Kinlag, or Kinlag, whatever you would pronounce it. And obviously today, tomorrow is going to be here on PV Rivers to help you guys out with obviously the update and hopefully maybe point you in the right direction with a few things. Ooh. No, I might as well wait till I've got some fish first. I was just thinking I could do with getting some fish feed into the fish lakes. Actually, I've got an idea. I wonder. Let me line this up a sec. So I still do have enhanced vehicle in here, but let's lock that in there a minute. Drop that down. Exactly. Yes, Shawnee. You can now obviously do the salmon on other maps with my little salmon lake. So yes. To be honest, it literally only took me a couple of hours this morning to get that set up, so it wasn't really over the weekend. But yeah, I literally did it this morning. So yes, I gotta be truthful. I really do. I want that. Hopefully. Oh, is this not working right? Oh yeah, there we go. Headland mode, nothing. Yes, of course I want. Automatically turn. Work with. Yep. Headlines. Okay. Off. Okay, let's just see if this is active. Take that off a minute. There. Oh, there we go. Lock you in to there. Cool, this goes to show how long it's been since I last used this. I'm trying to remember the key buttons. There we go, there we go. Put there. So that should automatically turn when it gets to the far end. Okay. Dang, and I can just sit back and chill and chat to you lovely peeps out there. So yes, but you're very welcome, by the way. But yeah, if you guys need it, is now up, that salmon lake is up on my Trello. Actually, while I'm doing that, what I can do quickly, because I don't need to see what I'm doing, as long as he turns around first, should be good. I can actually update DashNet's Trello as well. Dash Trello, there we go. I'll see, we're going to add a card. Update. Oh, not 16, 15. That helps. We'll take that up a bit to there. Oh, come on. Move, will you? Move. Up. 14, 15. There we go. Now we're getting to the end. I just want to check and make sure that this guy moves and turns around properly. Yes. I might just increase that a little bit more. Now, obviously, one thing is as well, with this setup, how I've got it at the minute, it is not fertilizing, so I am going to need to go through and fertilize it afterwards, which is not a big issue. Right, and so work with, so let me change that to maybe 10. Okay. So that should turn at least 10 meters before the end of the field there. Right, and so we're coming into here. Now the only thing is I never actually set up a patch notes info thing for this, so oops. Oh well. Let's see, where are we? Dashboard. Update 15 is right there. We'll copy that. Oh, add attachment, link, download here. But yeah, as soon as I hear from Mr. Dashnet to say that the mod folder switcher has been updated, I will let you guys know, okay? This is a small update to PV Rivers Remastered to fix a fill type warning caused by the Highlands Fishery DLC release. Coal is now renamed to coal underscore or as a fill type name. Several factories that take coal have been updated to the new fill type name. Yeah, that's about it. Blah, 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 blah. Note. If you do not want to lose any existing. That's not right. I can't spell exist. That's not correct. How do you spell existing? My brain's gone dead. I can't think of how to spell existing. Existing. Yep, that's right. Yes. What am I missing? I did EXSTING. Go figure. I missed the I. That's why I wasn't looking right. Thank you. If you do not want to lose any existing coal in your factories or storages, you will need to edit your save game placeables XML and replace coal with coal underscore or. You will need to go through and find each individual coal in your XML and replace them manually as charcoal will be recognized and could be changed if you use find and replace all. Does that sound about right? Yep, okay. I think that I'm happy with that. That's good, that's good, that's good. So we'll save that for the minute. And actually, while I think about it, can I just do a... Yes, I do have it right there. Yeah, while you guys are seeing that, you're not seeing what I'm doing, am I? I'm just going to do a quick one of these. I'm just going to literally put update 15 patch notes included in here somewhere. So yeah, nothing spectacular. That's the old one, by the way. So select all. I'll get rid of that list because I don't need that anymore. We're going to do that. But yes. So how's everyone getting on with the download so far? I know some of you guys are already playing, so you don't have to worry about answering. But how about those like Green Thumb, Farmer T-Miller? If you're still out there, how are you getting on with yours? Is it started downloading yet, or is it still pending? Update 15. Oh no, 15 patch notes. Oh, actually, what I could do. Oh, underline that. We're going to make that a little bit bolder. We're going to italicize that, or what you want to call it. There we go. Just had a crazy idea. Italicize. 15 patch notes. 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 15 patch notes Where did I just have Trello up? Did I just close Trello down? God dang it. No, there it is. Good. Because I can literally just copy that information from there. Copy. There we go. And that, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that'll work. Kind of. Ooh, yes, horrible. I need to make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Need to do some editing. To this. There. Just trying to get it so all of the information is showing. It's not that easy. Actually, let me put it on that way. That's probably going to be easier. Yeah, there we go. So lines to the left. There we go. So several factories. We're up to delete. That's fine. Oh. There. Oh, out of interest, does anybody watch Stranger Things? I know, I think it's later on this month, they have the final season coming out. We've actually been watching, or I should say, re-watching the series, so 1 through 4. We're already on to season 2, I think, is at the minute, so still a long way to go. But yeah, obviously, want to get that finished before the final season is released. Oh, there we go. There we go. That looks not too bad. I think we can get away with that. I can cope with that. So we're going to flatten. We're going to save that for the minute. Right there. And hopefully, if I can find the right page again, -Next Trello. We'll go to add attachment image. And if I remember correctly, that's under my stream one. There it is. Yep. There we go. Go. Done. So update 15 patch notes are up there as well now. So yay on me. And I did during the stream for a couple of minutes whilst we were planting onions. Nice. What else was I going to do? Oh yes. Obviously, as you're going to be doing onions, let me get you guys an updated version of that auger wagon. Let me copy that. Let me do this. Obviously, this will. Did I put a dependency on there? Yes, I did. Good. So this will have a dependency of my categorizer plus the Highlands fishing map DLC thing. So I'm going to put this into its own category along with my Salmon Lakes. There we go. I'll pop that into there. Actually, I need to update my version in here as well, thinking about it. But that is fine. Come on, upload complete. So why are you not showing? Refresh. Yes, there we go. Yeah, so if anybody does have the DLC and wants a edited version of this thing with onions, there you go. So there is a link for it, and obviously I will put a new copy up on my Trello because obviously this one will only work with the DLC. If you add it onto rivers without the DLC, it'll probably throw a, or should say, it will throw a field type warning for onion. But yeah, there is a huge party there in the corner there. You're trying to cover up my little icons, aren't you? What I will do as well with my little horse maestro here, I will do an update to that to also plant onions, okay? But I would recommend, please guys, because Giants have added, okay, it may be tiny, but there's nothing wrong with you using this, get a hired helper, and just setting them off. To be honest, looking at how much I've already used, you're not going to go through that much onion seeds, in all honesty. So yeah, obviously it hasn't even dropped. It's still at 99%, and I've already done, what's that, about just over a quarter of the field. I don't even think I'm going to need half of this lot, to be honest. The amount you need seed-wise is very minute. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with even grabbing a couple of hired helpers, this planter, and running it as it is. But yeah, I will do an update to that maestro as well later on, if you guys wanted to use it. And I'll put that up on my Trello. But just remember, they will have a dependency where you will need the DLC. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. So there we go. I think that's probably most of things. Now I'm going to just chill out for the rest of the evening and, yes, figure out why my stream deck is broken. Oh, I have no idea what's going on there. I know it was working, I think yesterday, wasn't it? During the stream. For some weird reason, when I loaded up today, it's literally just 3 or maybe 4 buttons are no longer working. Oh, actually, I wonder. Shout out buttons. Let's see. We did have Mr. Dash. Well, we haven't had Mr. Dashnet in there. Nope, that's not working. Let's come out of there a second. 2 minutes. Nope. Okay, so all of my OBS buttons that I've set up for doing shout outs no longer work. Even my shout out button. So yeah, there's something in there that needs to be addressed. Thankfully I do have a third option. But there we go, we got there, we got there, we got there. Yeah, not supported, that's what I'm getting. So I'm guessing that particular thing needs to be updated. There. Oh, we'll leave that for the minute. So yeah, that's good. At least there is some way of doing it. That's obviously buttons I've set up as, I think it's more of a Twitch comment rather than an OBS comment. So it is what it is. I have noticed that you can now sell the farmhouses, but you are not able to delete the garden walls. Really? I haven't. To be honest, I don't think I've had an update to the stable version that you guys have. I'm still using the early access version, so I might download that later on and have a look. You just went back to the main screen and they were working? That's weird. So yeah, mine are actually showing properly. But obviously, if I click on, say, !Plinko, now normally, which I've literally just done, that will put the comment in chat, !Plinko. But for me, it's given the yellow triangle with the exclamation mark in. So there's definitely something broken there within the program. I might just look into to see if I can download it again. I don't know if Bar Raiders one is buggered. Which one is that anyway? So that's the Twitch tool Bar Raiders. But also, yeah, that's Twitch tool Bar Raiders, which is the one that isn't working. Interesting. What do I have for the OBS here? That's for changing the screens and stuff, not putting the comments in. Okay. Oh well. I'm sure I'll figure it out for tomorrow, but never mind. It might just need a computer reboot. It's been on most of the day, so it's not good. Alright, Andy the farmer, catch you later, but yeah, I will be back tomorrow, as usual. Yeah, I should have this field finished by then. Give me an hour or so, and I'm sure this will be finished, so that's fine. Obviously, tomorrow we will be back on PV Rivers. Like I said, if anybody needs any help with doing any of the updates for your save game, just message me over on Discord, and I am happy to do it for you. The only thing I need will be your placeable XML for PV Rivers, okay? I know Mamadou's probably going to be sending it over to me in a bit, but yeah. Obviously, before you load in with the DLC, make sure you send it to me first. It'll literally take me a minute or two to do it, and yes. But anyway, let's get up. So, before you go too far, I'm going to the ending screen. Buggies. There we go, look at that. We got a lovely... It's now available, the FS25 Highlands Fishing DLC is now officially available for everybody. Well, for most people anyway, shall we say. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Much appreciated as always. Obviously, for anybody who was lurking out there, who really chats, thank you very much as well. But yeah, let's see who is out there. I know there was a couple of people mentioning they were looking at possibly streaming today, but I'm not quite sure if they've got everything. And okay, I do see Mr. T. Miller is streaming out there, guys. And it looks like most of you guys are probably already over there, so let's mute that. Oh heck, mute. There we go. And he's already been up for an hour. I don't think he realised I actually do 2 hours. Either or he hasn't quite got the time frame quite right, but yeah. Yeah, we are going to go over and see what Mr. T. Miller is doing. What the heck? He's on a different map. Panhandle Caprock multiplayer. Okay. He's playing a different map that isn't Uncharted. How rude is that, eh? Or PV Rivers. How rude. Are we not good enough anymore for you guys? Oh, I'm only kidding. But yeah, we're going to go see T. Miller and see what he is up to today. It looks like he's actually on there with Mr. Farmer Marks, by the way. So yeah, doing a bit of a multiplayer thing. Cool. Where's Team? I've lost T. Miller in my list. Please don't say I have to type it in manually. I'm sure I just seen him a minute ago in my little raid list here. There he is, right there. Oh, I'm going blind in my old age. I really am. But yeah, obviously I am going to be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Back on PV Rivers Remastered to help you guys out. New map or another day come out. It could be because obviously Uncharted hasn't had an update yet for the coal fix. So they may just want to jump onto another map to play, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm just bragging. But yeah, let's go over see what Mr. Farmer Marks and Mr. T. Miller are up to today, doing a bit of a multiplayer. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoy the update and the new salmon lakes as well. But yeah, keep an eye on my Trello, and obviously we will be doing more updates as we go. Until next time, guys, have a great one. See you later. Bye for now.